I do a video because I have so much to get through that writing a blog post would take about a year. So I figured that I would do this post on video. I'll do it in sections. Sorry, there's one video that I need to do regarding my trip to Orlando. I will do that separate because I've got all my little clips to, edit. So for now, I'm going to go through the books that I bought prior to my trip to America and during, and then I'm going to do the arcs that I got from Comic-Con. So without further ado, P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. This is the sequel to All the Boys That I've Loved Before. I read this sometime earlier this year. I think it was maybe January, February, I don't really remember, but I really liked it. I was actually surprised that I liked it because it's contemporary, and so I wasn't really a big fan of contemporary, but no, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, there were parts that were cheesy and all that, but no, it's really good, and I can't wait to read this. I've had it now for about a month, and still haven't read it, so I will get around to that ASAP. This is one I bought while I was away. Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn. Thank you to Christine Riccio, Alex Steenmay on Twitter and all that. She does the YouTube videos. I'm pretty sure you've all heard of her by now. Because of her videos about Brandon Sanderson. I mean, I had heard of Brandon Sanderson. I had listened to Writing Excuses podcast, and obviously knew he took part in that, but I didn't really know what books he wrote. And because of Christine's video reviews, I just had to get this. I had to read this. It sounded so good, and her videos make you want to read them because she's so she makes it sound far more interesting than some of the books actually are. So, which isn't a bad thing, because some books need the kick. I can't wait to read that one. This is another one I bought during my time in the States. Graceling by Kristin Casual. I've seen this around for a good, a year or more. Never really picked it up because, well, it's one of those I saw on Amazon but I didn't necessarily see in a bookshop. And also the UK cover is very different to the American cover, and I do prefer the American cover, to be fair. Okay, this is so shiny and so pretty, and so I found it in Barnes & Noble, and I was like, that's mine. So I can't wait to read that. I've heard such good things about it, and yeah. Before I went away, still haven't read it. I've read all the other books. Yeah, by Kira Cass. I don't know why I had to look at the name. I already know. But I've heard mixed comments about this, but a lot of the mixed comments are from people that haven't necessarily liked the series to start with, which is silly because the Selection series is one of the best. And but no, I'm really looking forward to it. When I get into my reading mood, I will eventually get round to this. Not too sure because Maxon and America aren't the main characters, and I like them. Well, I like Maxon. So I'm not sure if I'll like the daughter, but who knows. So yeah, that's another one. You should definitely check out the Selection series, okay? It might get off slow to start with, but damn, it gets good. Alright, please don't shoot me, but I haven't read End of Days yet by Susan E.E. Okay, this is just... Is it E.E. or E? I never know how you pronounce the surname, but anyway. This is one of those series that I tried 3 times to get through, didn't like them at all. I barely got past the first chapter until I read it late last year, I think it was, and absolutely fell in love with it. I mean, seriously, Angel Fall was one of those books I ended up rating 5 stars because it was so damn good. I read the second book, and I got this before I went away, and I still haven't read it, and it's like, the cover is so pretty, it's like glaring at me going, why haven't you read me? So yeah, along with everything else, I will get around to this. I promise. This is one I bought during my trip. I bought this at Barnes & Noble. Can you tell I went on a trip to Barnes & Noble? Ugh. And I got The Winner's Curse. Every time I go into Waterstones over here, they never have The Winner's Curse in. They always have The Winner's Crime, but they don't have The Winner's Curse. This is by Marie sorry if I butcher this, Rutkowski. Considering I have a Russian name, I should be able to say other names like that, but no, I can't. Yeah. I cannot wait to read this. The cover is so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous, man. Look. But, yeah, I've heard good things about this. I was going to get this ages ago, but I think, like, unless it's one that I really, really need, I don't tend to get them on Amazon anymore. So, yeah, I saw it and got it. I have one more. This one I started reading on the trip over there, which I got beforehand. Another recommendation by Christine Riccio. Thank you. I just should give her all the credit, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have got some of these books. So, Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult as her daughter Samantha Van Leer. Christine did a video blog, a review about this, and it just, I mean, going by the cover, sorry it's backwards again, going by the cover, I wouldn't have thought this was anything but a lame contemporary romance something. But it's actually interesting. It's about this storybook, children's book, and the girl with her name has Delilah. Delilah's reading it over and over and over again, but actually the story is about this guy inside the fairy tale who gets cursed by this magician guy that wants his own back, and he gets stuck in this so that he is actually a character inside the book as opposed to a real person. And so every time the reader opens the book, he has to play out the parts that the reader is reading, sort of in his head. But when they close the book, he's his own person, and it's kind of like he wants to escape. He needs more. So now he's, I won't spoil much, but it is really good. It's different. I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, I started reading that. I'm about 4 or 5 chapters in, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, on to the arcs now. This is quite a lot, because I love the book panels at Comic-Con, at San Diego Comic-Con, not London Comic-Con. That is just, they don't even give much away, that one. So, right, I got so many, it's unreal. Well, for me, bearing in mind I don't have a lot of space in my cupboard left. So, right, first off is from Penguin. This is Nightfall by Jake Halpern and Peter Kujawinski. It says, night is coming. On Marin's Island, sunrise doesn't come every 24 hours. It comes every 28 years. Each sunset, the townspeople sail to the south, where they wait out the long night. None of the adults will tell Marin, Kana, or their friend Lion exactly what happens when they leave the island. But when the three are accidentally left behind in the gathering dust, they learn the truth. At night, their town belongs to others, and those others want them gone. So I thought that sounded good, and they were handing these out as you leave the door. Actually sounds pretty damn interesting, so I might read that eventually, but you know, my arcs are the ones that I get. For some reason I still have arcs from like 3 years ago that I haven't read. Technically they're not arcs anymore, are they? But I'm a really slow reader, so I get to them eventually. But as a blogger, that's terrible. I should really read faster. I have so many library books too to read. Just yeah, so I'll get around to that, and it sounds really good. Oh, it's out in September, so yeah. It's by C.A. Higgins. This is out on the 22nd of September. Yeah. This is by Del Rey. They did a panel and they were giving out books, so the cover, very spacey, wacy. It's compared to Gravity and Alien, apparently. It's about a spaceship or spacecraft. It says serving aboard the experimental military spacecraft Ananke, computer scientist Althea establishes an intense personal bond, not with any of her crewmates, but with the ship and its systems, which speak more deeply to her mind than human feelings do. But when fugitive terrorists threaten the Ananke, there's probably a simpler way of saying that name, and its mission, Althea must draw upon her heart and soul for the strength to defend her beloved vessel. Not necessarily something I would normally pick up, but given that it was free, I will check it out at some point within the next year. I mean, it comes out in September, so I've got a couple of months to get it read anyway, so yeah, definitely check that one. Crown by Zen Cho. No real cover just yet, as you can tell, but it comes out on September the 1st, so it is by Penguin again. Good old Penguin. For some reason, it was funny when I was at the panel, I was hashtagging tweeting Penguin Teen, but it wasn't Penguin Teen. I felt really bad about that. This one doesn't really have an actual explanation what it's about. They did do a little thing on the screen, but I don't necessarily remember it. It says a delightful and enchanting novel that uses sly wit and assured style to subvert expectations while it always unfailingly entertains. I loved it, says Kate Elliott, author of the Spirit Walker series. That's as much as we get on this cover, I'm afraid. Apparently it has humour and flair to Matt Pratchett and hire, whoever that is, sorry. I don't know. It says, somebody says, fabulous if you like Austen or Patrick O'Brien or magic and humour like Susanna Clarke, or simply a very fun read, you will really, really enjoy this. So, yeah, that definitely sounds like me. Especially the name, the Sorcerer and to the Crown, I mean, yeah. Next up is The House of Shattered Wings. I really liked the look. This is by Aliette de Podard. Sorry, I butcher names all the time. They did a little explanation about this at the panel, and it sounded so good. Not to mention the cover. I mean, look at that. That's so pretty. This comes out the 18th of August. Apparently she's is it a she or a he? I want to say she, but Nebula award-winning author. So, it says, in the late 20th century, the streets of Paris are lined with haunted ruins, the remnants of a great war between arcane powers. The Grands Magasins have been reduced to piles of debris. Notre Dame is a burned-out shell, and the Seine has turned black with ashes, rubble, and the remnants of the spells that tore the city apart. But those who survived still retain their irrepressible appetite for novelty and distraction, and the great houses still vie for dominion over France's once grand capital. There is a lot more, but my voice is going right now, so I'll leave that to you. Did I already say who this was by? I don't think I did, but it will tell me the publisher's name. It just says Rock, but that's part of Penguin as well, I do believe. No, yeah, Penguin Random House, so there you go. Go for that when it comes out. Next, this one we got, this is by Penguin again. Blood Song, a Raven's Shadow novel by Anthony Ryan. I don't know her name, but she was the panelist for the Penguin talk. at Comic-Con, and she said she read this. I think was it this one? Yeah, she read this on a plane journey one time. Apparently she reads really fast because it is quite a thick book. All in one journey, and she loved it, and she got sent, so she recommended that one. I'll show you the cover. Sorry, it's a bit, yeah. Okay. Sounds interesting. I'm not sure if it's my kind of thing, but hey, I'll take anything that's free. Unless it's a disease. Or a cold, in this case. Okay. Last but not least... Oh, wait, no, there's... Oh, I missed one. Oh, okay. Right, this is another one. Linesman by S.K. Dunstall. This is by Penguin again, and it is already out, I think. It's the first in a series. It came out, yeah, it came out this year anyway. July. Yeah, it came out this month. Okay. This says the lines. No ship can traverse the void without them. Only linesmen can work with them, but only Ian Lambert hears their song, and everyone thinks he's crazy. So yeah, there's that. Looks like a tiny book, but actually it's not really a tiny book. So yeah. Okay. I missed some. This one is another one I got at the panels. By HarperCollins this time. Woo woo. Beyond Redemption by Michael R. Fletcher. Now I do vaguely remember what this was about without having to read the back, but I'm gonna have to read the back. Sorry. Oh, it's a very complicated back. From my memory, it is about people that... This is what I remember from the panel description. That people who are insane have more power than the people that aren't, that are sane. Or, no, like, for example, the people that are sane are more likely to become slaves, and the ones insane are more likely to become in power. Right. It says, violent and dark, the world is filled with the... God, these words I can't pronounce. The world is filled with the Geisteskranken, men and women whose delusions manifest, twisting reality. High Priest Koenig seeks to create order from chaos. He defines the beliefs of his followers, leading their faith to one end, a young boy, Morgan, who must ascend to become a god they can control. But there are many who would see this would-be god in their thrall, including the High Priest's own doppels, and a slaver no one can resist. 3 reprobates, the greatest swordsman in the world, a murderous kleptic, and possibly the only sane man left, have their own nefarious plans for the young god. Yeah, there's a bit more, but sorry, I'm a lazy reader. There you go. Anyway, that sounds good, right? Good, yeah. This Monsterish Thing by Mackenzie Lee comes out. This is again an arc. It is by Catherine Teagan Books, which is an imprint of HarperCollins. So I did not know that. And it comes out, when do you come out? Oh, on sale 22nd of the 9th. Well, I have to read it backwards, because you know the American do date backwards. Which is what, September? Yeah. I love the fact it says how big the book is, like size-wise. Is it 5.5 by 8.5? Anyway. Oh, and there are 384 pages, if you must know. This looks interesting. I like it. It's a fantasy, history and classic literature combined in this wild, creative reimagining of Frankenstein. In 1818 Geneva, men built with clockwork parts live hidden away from society, cared for only by illegal mechanics called shadow boys. 2 years ago, shadow boy Alistair Finch's life shattered to bits. His brother Oliver dead, his sweetheart Mary gone, his chance to break free of Geneva lost. Heartbroken and desperate, Alistair does the unthinkable. He brings Oliver back from the dead. I'll leave it at that, because there's a lot more. So you should definitely check that out when it comes out, okay? There you go. And definitely, last but not least of the... I'll do one that I bought while away, because I forgot about it, and it definitely needs mentioning, because it's one of my ones that I'm really, really, really looking forward to. It's a big one. It's a hardback. It's a hardback. Forgot to take it to the panel at Comic-Con, where the author was signing, doing a talk and signing. So I asked her, could you, has she got a piece of paper or a bookmark she could do a signature on? She was very polite. Ember in the Ashes. Such a gorgeous cover. Look at that. By Sigh. I want to say that right. If I've said it wrong, I'm really sorry. So yeah, how gorgeous is that cover? It's a freaking big one, and it's a hardback. I don't usually buy hardbacks, but I had to have that. Oh yeah. This one is obviously out. I haven't read it yet. I've heard good things. This is another one that I got because of Christine Riggio. Can you stop recommending me books? It is ruining my bank account. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. Last, but not least, this one is a children's book by the looks of it. I do believe it was. It's by DJ McHale. Voyagers, Project Alpha. There you go. It is by Random House Children's Book. It's the launch of a new 6-book mega series, and this one comes out in September, and then one of them is out. Oh yeah, one of them is out in another one. This one comes out in September, the next one's out in November, and so on and so forth. I'm not really sure. Okay. It says failure is not an option. Earth is about to go dark. Without a new power source, life is as we know it will be toast. Right, I'll read that again. Earth is about to go dark. Without a new power source, life as we know it will be toast. A global competition is underway to determine who will join the secret mission that might just save us all. The Voyagers will venture to the outer reaches of the galaxy, farther than anyone's gone before, and they must be prepared to face anything. Anything. Our entire future is in the hands of 4 children. 4 kids. Sure, they'll be the best in the world, but can they save the world? Cool, huh? Right. In my next segment, I will be telling you about a giveaway. Now, I haven't actually thought of how you can enter the giveaway, but I will do this now so that you know if you want to enter or not. I will be coming up with the idea within today or tomorrow, roughly, because I've got some marks. To be fair, I've got some books that I got that I don't really want. A couple of them I won in a spinny thing that I've already tried reading and I didn't like. It's just me personally. I know lots of other people loved them. So, Cinder by Marissa Mayer. I tried reading this last year. I'm sorry, I didn't really like the Android aspect, but I've heard people love it. So this one I will be giving away. It's UK only, I'm afraid. I can't afford to send to the States or anywhere else. So, let's hope someone in the UK that like a free copy of Cinder. It's neat. It hasn't been bent. It's in really good condition. I have not read it. I have not opened it. Nothing. Okay, it's the American copy. Not that it makes a difference because the UK cover is the same. But look, I have these weird little spiny things. I don't know what that is. Anyway. And it even says the price at the back in dollars. Not that you can see, but anyway. So yeah, there's that one. Also, I read this again, I tried it, I bought the art. I didn't buy the art, but anyway, I didn't like it, but I've heard other people do. Josephine Angelini, Trial by Fire. It's a hardback. I got it at Comic-Con. Was a bit miffed that I got this because they picked them out for me, as I had about 5 seconds to decide which ones I'd like, and I didn't know what there was. So yeah, I'll be giving that one away as well. It might well be separate to Cinder. Actually, I'll probably do you know, like, pick out 2 winners, and whichever one you win, you can choose which one you have. Like, I'll do one, and whoever, you know, first or second place or something. So, yeah. And then I might do a giveaway to 1 or 2 of the arcs, depending on which one I decide I'm not going to keep, because, I mean, you know, I don't know if I can do that, but I will see. So, yeah, that's it. That's the end of my video. For now, anyway. I'm exhausted. Thank you for watching. If you got any comments, leave them below. If you like my YouTube channel, which has got like 3 videos on it, you can subscribe if you want. I don't do videos that often, because I don't generally like how I look, but right now I'm so I can't be bothered. Yeah. If you liked any of this stuff, let me know. Say which one you're looking forward to reading if you haven't got it already, and which book and the arc section that you like the look of. Tell me, you know, if you like it. I don't know. If you've already read it, let me know. Tell me what you think. And yeah. Happy Monday, people.